so good. You won't know the difference. But you know what? I like to help people. I really love helping people. So blessed and love to you. Yeah. So I like helping people. Um, doesn't matter how it comes, from what direction, but I love helping. And I love helping because, yeah, I want something from it too. I would like to be renowned as that guy who helped, that guy who made you feel better, that guy who made you feel happier or gave you some information that you didn't know about. That's who I want and what I would like to be known as, a person who helps you to be known, to know something new, or helped you to achieve something that you didn't achieve before. Um, Help you to, get to a personal goal that maybe didn't or was eluding you in one way or another. It's a simple thing. It's simple, but I hope um, noble, and I hope I can do it. Actually, I'm looking forward to going into starting a roller skating. We call it roller disco back in the day. But yeah, we'll be starting one in an area called Stratford. You'll know more about that when it comes up because just in negotiations at the moment with the organizers of that, and that's going to be a really great event because summertime is here. It's officially the 1st of August. So, how have you been? I hope you've been good. I hope that you are achieving the new goals that you've set for yourself, or start by developing goals that you can take and bring to fruition in ways that will help you to really feel good about yourself, because feeling good about yourself is the key to making a mark, making a dent in the imprint of your life on this earth, in this metaverse, omniverse, universe. Okay. So yeah, I hope you can do that, and I hope that we can do that. So I like roller skating. I used to roller skate everywhere, and me and a friend of mine, we used to just roller skate everywhere, man. Everywhere we go, we would just be skating, and in the beginning it was like, and then after a while it just became like nothing. Boom, skating, skating, skating. I was borrowing my friend's roller skates, and then I eventually got some roller skates myself. Yeah, and yeah, I wished it was something that I had kept up, because it really strengthens your legs, but and also gives you another form of stability and balance, because as you're skating, if you go over a bump, you have to keep your legs straight and keep your legs stiff, so that the bump, you just ride over the bump smoothly, as opposed to just getting stuck and then start to do the the tumbling forwards, which oh man, it brings it all back. Times that I've fallen over, you fall over in learning, but that's a long time ago. I'll tell you what's worse, man, is ice skating. When you go over in ice skating, man, you just, yeah, all your clothes get wet. If it's early on when the ice has just been done, then yeah, you can get up and quickly just take some of the bits of ice off. But the more people skate, oh my gosh, it turns into a 2 inches, a 1 inch high swimming pool. And that's enough to drench all of the front of your clothes. I remember doing that. Oh, back in school when we was in secondary, when we were in probably what you guys would call year 8, and I went swimming. I mean skating. We went skating, and we looked like a bunch of idiots, but we so loved it, and they actually filmed it. That would have been such a funny thing to see now. Oh my gosh, there's films in archives, or probably just been deleted or gotten rid of now, that would have been such a joy to see now, before technology got to the point where you could stream it, it was just videoed and then stored on and sat sitting there, laying there, lying on some tape somewhere that you pull out once in a purple moon, take a look, put on, and then put back away again. You know, probably never to be seen again in most cases. And then when people get fed up of it, I'm sure they just get dashed away. Sad, but you know, hey, data had to get to a certain point where this had to happen. So this is just on the evolution of the greatness that human beings have in store, because with all the stupidness and evilness that human beings are, there we are also one of the greatest and most resourceful on all, in all, you know, because this is not even a joke. The things that I sit back and I sat back, you know, there's a place called Wrigley Market, which a lot of people call Dalston Market. I sat down on a little bench there, just watching the world go by, watching Dalston Junction Station just go by. Wow, that was just an experience. And I was listening on my headphones to some old time reggae. That was really just, you know, when you have your own moment, you know, I mean, everybody's in their own little world, trapped in a cocoon of what I love to hear. And sometimes you're just thrown into whatever comes up, right? Be honest, you know, unless you sort yourself out and get, you know, the tracks that you want to listen to, your most favorite tracks, which a lot of people do. I do also, but you know, there's times I do let nature take its course, the electronic nature, and then just play. It starts to play along the lines of what you want it to play in YouTube, you know. And yeah, it starts to flow into some beautiful stuff, man. Yeah, when I'm in the reggae mood, yeah, I can go back, I can go way back and come way forward too. And when I'm in the salsa mood, you know, I can go into some TPS Espanol, and I can go into some, oh, I've got some artists I can go into. Yeah, there's plenty, but I can't think of them right now, but there's a lot. Then I can go into some Miriam Makeba. I can go into some South African vibes. I can go into some Latin American, which is the similar thing. I can go into some St. Lucian vibes, sukus, and some Caribbean St. Lucian vibes, and I can, of course, as I said, reggae, of course, and then Barbadian vibes. But I'm actually talking about music that I listen to is jazz as well. And with the jazz, I can go from Charlie Parker through to Herb Halpert, through to of course I can take it to Wynton Marsalis. I can, these are trumpet players. I can take it through to dun, 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 dun. Yeah, that is the brothers. That is the what's the name brothers. But I wasn't even talking about them. But which is the saxophone player and his brother, the trumpet player. But I'm not talking about those guys. I'm talking about he passed away about 7 years ago, and I met him in the North Sea Jazz Festival. His name will come back to me. Yeah, that one, that guy. You know who that is. You know who that is. The ones who know, you know. Yeah. But yeah. And many others, you know. But I really love listening to jazz funk as well, you know, because, you know, the great thing about jazz is that it all merges into and morphs into so many other types of music and genres that you can literally find one band, one group playing one song that actually, you know, transitions into different genres. I love mixing genres. I love taking one genre and morphing it into another in my compositions. You know, I've got quite a few compositions that I've done. I've eased up on the composing now, but I've got a couple that I haven't put out because I've been drifting into other other things. I have to say drifting because I was not really happy with where I was, and not enough to actually stay in it consistently. I had been in it consistently for a number of years, and my mindset wasn't in the place where I could have taken the music and actually gone all the way with it. This is what happens when you don't have the correct training, or you don't look around you. You're not open enough to observe your surroundings, because that's such an important thing to do. If you don't observe your surroundings, you're just going to be just wandering willy-nilly, and a lot of people do that. I know I've done that, and I'm going to admit it. I'm not going to hide it. I was wandering around willy-nilly, sitting down, waiting for the phone to ring. Yeah, it's going to ring. Yeah. Oh, I've put myself out in enough places so that when I go to, so I know now that when people want that great steel pan player, it's going to be me. Yeah, right. No. You have to keep yourself current all the time, non-stop. It doesn't stop. It never eases up. The places that you need to be, the places you need to show your face, the people you need to speak to, the impact you need to make when you actually do perform. All of these things are very important. So I realized that these things are things that I didn't have under my belt. And I was, in fact, was going the other way. I was going down. I was going into my introverting and saying, and how can I say it now? Let me invent a new word now. Interdestructive, interstructing myself. I was interstructing the position that I held in other people's minds, in my mind, because literally of the fact that I wanted to, because I wasn't prepared to mix with other people because they're doing what they're doing and I'm doing what I'm doing, and because I don't want to be licking no one's butt, which is a term that people use. I don't want to kiss anybody's ass to get to where I want to get to. I want to get to where I want to get to legitimately and wholeheartedly on my own merits for my greatness. It's all talk, because people only go for who they know, they go for who they like, and they go for things that make them laugh, make them feel happy, make them cry, or, you know, upset them. They go for all those type of things, or people who upset the balance of things. They don't go for the mediocre, the normal, and the plain. No matter how good you are, you have to also ensue and give off this vibe about what you can do and the way you do it. There's so many things that are involved, and keeping it very simple, it's basically, you know, are you a good leader? Are you of a great character? You know, and are you trustworthy? You know, all these things. And people don't know these things about you if you've just come into the scene, and if you've no matter how great you are, you show your your art and skill to be, people just got to be able to look at you and say, I trust that guy. And I don't think I've been one of those type of guys. I was in certain situations, yes, and people did remember me. Of course, we all get our share of people who contact you because they liked what you did or you were referred to from other people. But that doesn't mean that you are going to get to the places that you really want to get to, that you consider the places that are stepping stones to other places, to greater places. No, you have to work for that. It's like, I'll give you I have to give you a few examples, because I tell you, if I didn't do those things, I wouldn't have got to perform with those people. One of them was, who shall I start with first? Yeah, I'll start with Ronnie Laws. Ronnie Laws, you know the Ronnie Laws, always there to please you, always there, thinking of you, always there to please you, always there. So I'm thinking of you, always there. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, that tune. Such a good feeling is where I wanna be. All right, all right. Now I know the person who was gonna sing that song, and then she fell sick, and then Jocelyn Brand came and took over that song and sung it, and it became a big hit with the band called Incognito, who took that tune from Ronnie Laws, who's the person who is the composer, the person who created that tune from scratch and made it famous. And then it does what it does, goes through the ages, and then that group took it through the arranger and band leader named Bluey, put it in his band, Incognito, foundational group, Foundation. Yeah, all hats off to them. They did a lot of great things. Yeah. So yeah, I was in my house, in my place, in my flat, okay, and my friend Sean was going to, who's a really great friend of mine. He's a teacher also, like myself. He was a full-time teacher. I was a part-time teacher, and you know, his brother is a great agent, top agent, and he actually brought over Ronnie Laws to England, and literally on the day, you know, he just came and said, hey, listen, they're South African. Hey, we're going over to Brighton Festival. Do you want to come? Do you want to come to the Brighton Festival that we're going over to? I said, yeah, man. I said, well, I'd love to go to that, of course, because he knows I'm a musician. And I said to him, because I don't care, I'll just say what I have to say. I said to him, listen, can I bring my pan with me? Can I come along and I play with him? And he said, oh, I don't know about that. I don't know. I'll ask him. And he said, yeah, okay. And then he went outside and asked him. And I said, this is on the day, you know. And I just took my pan and I got in the car, boom, and I went up there. Because guess what? We were playing a tune which is always there. And I'm saying we, the band that I founded called Double Vision, you can look them up, Double Vision. We did many gigs and residencies around London, in and around London, and some other outside London and stuff like that. We played live on Jazz FM. Yeah, we did several things. Yeah, it was myself and a saxophone player that put the group together, and the saxophone player took it over and then went off, did different stuff. Yeah, so the band went off and did different things. Yeah, so yeah, we were playing always there. So I had that down, man. And anyway, so but I wasn't even thinking about any of that. I had just literally said, can I play with, you know, and I didn't even know that it was Ronnie Laws that was in the vehicle. Anyway, so I got in the car and we went down there, and obviously everything had been set up before, and I knew the keyboard player, a great guy named Robert Bailey, you know, and he's got a brother named Richard Bailey, who's a great drummer who's played with everybody. Yeah, and they went and we went and we played and they set everything up. I set my pan up as well, you know. And afterwards, and then they played, and then we played and stuff like that. And after that, I went to yeah, sorry, they played and stuff like that. Played the different songs, and then and before the gig, I saw Robert Bailey there and stuff like that. So I said, he said, we're gonna do Always There. Do you know Always There? I said, yeah. He goes, yeah. I goes, yeah, I know that tune, man. And anyway, so it came up to it, and I played. They set a microphone up on my instrument as well, and boom, I came and I played it, and I kicked it off. I kicked off that tune, man, like as if it was mine too. And oh man, listen, you don't get if you don't ask, you know. If you don't ask, your backside don't get. Yeah, and talk about destiny. Talk about destiny. I mean, come on. I had played that tune inside out. I knew that tune inside out, and it's not an easy. The introduction and the middle section of that song, yeah, it's not easy. You know, it's just a little complicated. It's got some stuff going on in it, but I knew it all. Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, so that I mean, you know, I just knew it. I just fired that all off because I had that under my fingers, so to speak. And then, you know, he came over to me and Ronnie Laws and said, hey man, what's your name? And I told him my name, and he went back to the microphone and he said, hey, this is Daniel Louis on steel pans. So, and then he announced all the other people in the band, you know, and stuff like that. I was like, wow, you know, wow. And then, so that was that time. And then the North Sea Jazz Festival, Courtney Pine. That was one. Yeah, I played with Courtney Pine on that one. I asked him if I could come and play and stuff like that on his album. I knew all the members in the band because I'd played with them at different stages in different other places. And I actually went over there with a group of people who go to the North Sea Jazz Festival most years. So I was with those guys. Yeah, I played with. And then I saw Courtney there, and I said to him, boom, Courtney, do you mind, can I come and play with you? You know, I mean, I don't care. I'm bold-faced like that. I say I don't care. I do care. But like I said, you don't ask, you don't get. I wasn't thinking about you don't ask, you don't get. I just said it naturally. Yeah. And then after that, boom, he said, he goes, all right, we'll see how it goes, man. You know, and then I came and I sat up on the side and I waited. And then, yeah. You know, anyway, I was able to play with them. Then and then because I played over there, I also went out on my own and I met a great bass player who was actually leading one of the rooms, which is where there was many acts that were going to, including Courtney, Wynton Marsalis, and Clark Terry. Yeah, I was just going to reach for the album. Clark Terry, and yeah, the great Clark Terry. Yeah, and I played with a few people on that stage there because I knew the bass player who was, as I said, organizing that room, which was like it was a room, but it was also like in a tent form. It was at the North Sea Jazz Festival, and they had hundreds of rooms with all the top acts in the world going to performing there and rotating and doing different stuff, doing yeah, it was great. And then in the jam session afterwards, oh my God, oh, I played with so many people, and that was like, oh, it was like a dream. Yeah, and then the last one I would say is Roy Ayers. Yeah. When Roy Ayers came to this country, I prefer, you know Roy Ayers? Everybody loves the sunshine. Folks getting down in the sunshine. Folks getting brown in the sunshine. Sunshine. Yeah. Say what I say when I say what I say when I'm saying in the sunshine. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, he came to the North Sea Jazz Festival, and to Ronnie Scott's. No, sorry, to the Jazz Cafe. Excuse me, the Jazz Cafe in London, in a place called Camden Town. Okay. Yeah, he came there, and which is a well-known jazz venue, one of the venues that a lot of the jazz cats will come over and play. Any genre of music, they'll come and they'll play in the Jazz Cafe. And yeah, the first night that Roy Ayers played, I've played in the Jazz Cafe many times with Double Vision, amongst other people, but I've played in the Jazz Cafe about 3 times with Double Vision from back in the day. And then so after the intermission, I went into the dressing room where the guys were upstairs. And yeah, this is after they had played. I went into the dressing room and met some of the guys, and then and then Roy Ayers came in. He came in, and he was just chilling there with the rest of the musicians in the band. He's got his own dressing room, but he decided to come in and chill out the rest of the guys in the band. And then and then I said to him, when I got the chance, of course, can I play? That's my famous words. Can I play? Can I play with you? And he goes, man, we play in A440, man. That is a pitch that most music is set in. It should really be A44, A432, not A4444. A440, sorry, A40, A440. That's what it is right now, but it should actually really be A432. But that's another story. All music across the world is set in A440, which is letter A440. Anyway, and he said, yeah, we play in A440, man. He goes, are you tuned to A440? He goes, what do you play? I said, I play steel patterns. He goes, man, we play in A440. And he said, are you good, man? He goes, if you ain't good, man, I ain't gonna be happy. I said, no. I said, I'm all right. I said, I'm a professional. He goes, man, if you ain't good, if you can't play, man, I'm gonna walk off that stage and leave you on that stage. I goes, no, it's no problem, man. I'm okay. I can play and stuff like that. He goes, all right. He goes, okay, I'll see you tomorrow. So tomorrow came, and then my friend who I came with the first night, he didn't even come back the second night. He's like, man, you crazy. There's something wrong with you. You just ask Roy Ayers just like that, and you just go up on stage and you're just gonna go and play with them. Like, anyway, so the next night I went there. I brought my instrument there. I was ready, and I know so many of Roy Ayers' numbers. I actually said to him, and anyway, the next night I went there and I put my instrument by the side of the stage, because it was actually a double instrument, so it's a low register, goes from low to high. It's called a double second, but I play it, yeah, it's called a double second. Anyway, and I went up to the dressing room, and I was chilling out in there, listening to the guys introducing myself. We were just speaking, talking, and then Roy Ayers came, and then Roy Ayers came in. He was sitting down there, and after the engineer came in after Roy Ayers, and he said, "Hey, there's some drums on the side of the stage. Is that going to be part of the set?" I said, yeah. I said, oh yeah, they're mine. Roy Ayers goes, Man, didn't I tell you that you're going to play tonight, man? Why didn't you got to take them and set them up, man. Why didn't you take your drums instrument and set them up on stage? I goes, yeah, all right, I'll go and set them up on stage, no problem. He goes, there's something different about you tonight. You look different. He goes, I don't know why he said that, but he said, yeah, there's something different about you tonight. I think the night before he must have probably taken me as an idiot, but, or, you know, who is this guy? Imagine how many people ask him, can I play with you? You know what I'm saying? I said to when you know, he probably has had loads of people. Roy is a phenomenal vibraphone player, and he sings as well. And he's a composer and an arranger. And yeah, so I've got the utmost respect for him. Well, I think when I came in the next night, and you know, and I said, okay, yeah, I'll go and do it. And he said to me, yeah, you look different tonight. Something looked different about you, you know. So I don't know what he meant by that. Anyway, so I set up, you know, and I played. I set up, and then, you know, the band came and did what they were doing, and I was just standing there, and I was just playing the tunes that I know, and the tunes that I don't know, I wasn't playing. You know, I was just touching little things because I had a space to set up right just in front of the keyboard player, you know. And the tune Sunshine, the same tune actually, yeah, boom, ba-ding, I think they liked the fact that I played it and I could hear it. Like, I mean, but that's nothing, you know what I mean? But it was lovely, you know. I knew it, and then he gave me a solo feature. I was like, boom, and I just let off, you know. I wish someone filmed a little touch of it, and it's on YouTube now, you know. But it was just a little bit of what I was doing on that night, and yeah, it's a great thing, and it goes down. It's part of my history, you know. It goes down because guess what? Again, if you don't ask, you don't get. If you don't ask, you'll never know. So this is what I did to get me to the places that I got to. And Roy has actually even gave me his phone number afterwards. He actually gave me his phone number afterwards, his personal home number, you know. He said, hey man, you know, that was great what you did. And Roy has got this phenomenal sax player. Oh my God. Phenomenal player. And he goes, man, yeah, I like how you were interpreting, you know, the music, and how you were infusing it and adding some of the key lines, you know, to show the stuff that you know, because at the end of the day, there's certain lines and licks that if you don't put in, you know, it's like signatures that give people an idea about where and how much and what, you know, you do, and also paying homage to, you know, those from the past. So yeah, that was great. I'm not keeping this any longer anyway, because, you know, I just thought I'd just touch on that because that's something so important, and it means a lot to me, and it's still always a learning curve. And if I didn't say it, every time I say it, I realize that it's something that I should continue to do. It's something that I should continue to pay respects, homage, and give reverence to, because it's the only thing that has given me a platform that I may not have got if I didn't open this. You know what I'm saying? So with that, I say, I'm in the love of all, and all love is in me. I am one with all, and all is one with me. I'm a part of all, and all is a part of me. I can succeed as part of the all expanding, and fail as an individual. I can be all that I wish in all, as long as my wish is to stay in all. I'm never alone. All is, I am. All can, I can. All does, I do. Love and blessings and peace to you.